New from Aoshima, the LN106 Hilux Street Custom Kit, 124 scale, curbside kit, supposed to be for US spec, it does have a left-hand drive dash parts. So this kit is new in the sense that Aoshima just combined all their previous Hilux tooling to make this version. Kit details include a US style stock exterior, step bumper included, includes decals such as genuine style graphics, license plate frames, and bumper stickers. It's today's What's in the Box. Getting started with the cap. Taking a look at the bed, parts tree. So here we have the actual bed. Then we have the bed sides. Moving on to the next bed parts tree. So the two bed sides you won't be using. Here we have the tailgate, outer, inner, front wall of the bed, and the rear, we'll call it roll pan, where the license plate would go, and the side view mirrors. Getting started with parts tree A, and it is the frame and some suspension parts. Starting with the frame, you can see the other side of the engine detail is present. You have shocks, front rear, cross member, front axle, tie rod, running boards, which you'll be using for this version, and I think these are part of the mirrors, one of the mirror options. Part tree B is up next, and it is more suspension parts. So here we have the rear axle, two-piece, front lower control arm splash pan, sway bar, rear half of the exhaust. We have the fuel tank, front half of the exhaust, leaf springs, wipers, which you won't be using, center wheel caps, hubs. Part tree D is up next, and it is a combination of interior pieces and drivetrain pieces. Started up here, we have the center console, transfer case two-piece, front spindles, bud flaps, brakes, front and rear, drive shaft, task shaft, steering column, parking brake lever, steering column, rearview mirror. Take a look at the interior parts tree, one of them. Start with the interior tub, which is from the lowrider versions of the Hilux. Have the bench seat, the gear shift for the automatic transmission option. So we have the right-hand drive dash, custom steering wheel, wipers, steering column. Here we have the left-hand drive dash with the corresponding mirrors and gear shift lever. Then we have the SR5 parts tree for the side view mirrors. Fortunately, the mirror faces are not chromed. And take a look at the next parts tree. This one has the rear bumper that you'll be using for this version. You have a set of lowrider custom wheels included, and another set of front and rear bumpers, which you won't be using on the US spec version. So you have the rear bumper. Fortunately, it's not chromed. And the rear bumper supports. We're on to the next parts tree. And pretty much everything on this parts tree you won't be using, except for these two pieces here. There's a part of the taillights, the taillight backing. They should be chrome. Parts tree H is next. It is the wheels. Two-piece wheels. Take a look at the chrome parts tree. So this has the front and rear bumper you will be using for this get the US spec bumpers. And the side view mirrors you won't be using for the US spec version. Taking a look now at the clear parts trees, and yes, you get 2 clear parts trees. Only a few of these parts you'll be using for the US spec version. Start over here for what you will be using this cab glass piece. And they say to use this rear window, but you can use the sliding rear window too if you want. I'm pretty sure US spec Toyotas came with it. Don't be using any of these here, but you'll be using these taillights. Then over on this parts tree, you'll be using everything from here down. Won't be using these and these. I mean, you can use that if you want. So you won't be using these taillights, but you'll be using these corner lenses, headlight lenses, front bumper indicators. Turning our attention to the roundy rounds and a set of Bridgestone Mud Dueler tires. You only get 4, even though they included a spare. They don't get a tire for the spare. It's kind of funny. Taking a look at the decal and window mask sheet. First, the front windshield window mask. And the decal sheet, which you can see is pretty colorful. Have some of those 90s era graphics. You got 4 choices of license plate sizes. So you have a US size, Japan size, US size, Japan size, so depending on which variation you go. So 2 for US, 2 for Japan. Texas license plates, Japanese license plates. A couple different interior or instrument cluster decals. And some, I guess, off-road custom decals, whatever you want to call them. Taking a look at the instruction book. Yes, if you want to get yourself some Toyota color mesh paint, Scalefinishes can get some mixed up for you. So that, my friends, is going to do it for this look at the LN106 Hilux Long Bed Street Custom Kit from Yoshima. On that note, thanks for watching.